front page had the White House, and on top of it, it said, "Hamamlich Malachim." Say it in the Slichas on Yom Nairoim. Hamamlich Malachim Eloi Hamelucha. So whatever is going to happen here, it could be on the radio, and it could be all over the country, and it could be even from Russia involved. It has nothing to do with anything. Trump could spend all his money. Clinton could, whatever she wants to do, if the Eibishter wants, that's what's going to happen. And we have to live that emunah. Who was the first one who introduced to us emunah? So the Rambam in Hilchos Avodah Zarah at the end of this parsha of Noach tells us that's Avraham Avinu. And let's see what happened here. Maybe next time we'll elaborate a little bit, because the Chidah elaborates a little bit, but here in the Rambam it's not that much. He says as follows. Here. Okay, where are we up to? Let me just find it, I'm sorry. Kivin shenigmal eison zeh. This eison, this power, Avraham Avinu, hischil l'shoite b'daitoi. He started thinking, l'shoite, to swim around in his mind. Hil katan, he was a young boy, according to Machlekes, whatever. V'lach shoy b'yoyim u'balayla, he couldn't sleep day and night. He was busy thinking of what? Of what is going on here. What is going on in the world? What's going on? Who's running the world? Who's running the world? You see the chair? The chair picks up, it doesn't pick up. Yeah, we have a globe. You have a globe? No, there's a globe. Where is it hanging? Toila Eretz Al Blima. Al Blima. So we don't even try to realize that emunah. So it says Avraham Avinu was a youngster, and he was thinking about it day and night. Do you ever think about the Galgal? I want to ask you something. The moon. The moon. Is going to be a big moon tonight or small moon tonight? Just a shchaydish. Small moon. Next day, a little bigger. Next day, a little bigger. Okay? So the fourth of the month, this is how big the moon is. The fifth, this is how big. How many years is this already going on? What? It's almost 6,000 years. That's the size of the moon. On which day? On the fourth day, this is the size. On the fifth day, that's the size. Now, wait a minute. Why is the moon this size? Anybody? Yeah, everybody knows why the moon is like that. Because if the moon doesn't have light in itself, what is the moon? The moon is a reflection from the sun. Well, so why is it a little bigger? Why is it a little smaller? Because the way Hashem put the sun here and the moon here, and at different times it rotates or whatever, and it gets more of a glimpse of the sun or whatever. I don't know exactly. You have to ask my science teacher. So therefore, the moon sometimes appears to us bigger and appears to us smaller. That means the Galgal, the rotation is perfect for 6,000 years. That it has to be because it's the same size. Did the moon change the fourth of the month? Did it ever change? It was exact size for 6,000 years now almost. So why? Because it is exactly the way it is. It didn't budge. The rotation is perfect. So that's what Avraham Avinu wanted to know. He wanted to know, he had no Rabbi. No Rabbi. Loi Moidia. Meshuka B'Rukazdim. He was there in Urkazdim and Avodah Zarah. Okay. And his father and mother were also not the best people. You know, sometimes people grow up in a terrible neighborhood. Well, Avraham Avinu had it all. Okay. Then he realized Hashem runs the world, and so on and so forth. Kivin Shehikir. As soon as Avraham Avinu realized Gevuras Hashem, the Rambam says, you know what the Rambam says? He realized when he was 40 years old. We're used to learning Eikev Hashem Avraham B'Koili, that he was 3 years old. The Rambam says he was 40. When did he start? He said before when he started, he was a katan. Are you a katan? You're not a katan. You're a big boy already. Okay? So, he was a katan. So maybe he started when he was 3, and he ended when he was 40. It took him maybe 37 years to get this down pat. Maybe. Okay? We know Hashem is here in 2 seconds. Yeah. Hashem is here. Hashem is there. He's here. We don't believe anything. Okay? And once he realized his chalahish voice, and he would have meetings with different people about Hashem, and he would run around, and Avraham Avinu went around town. He went from neighborhood to neighborhood to neighborhood to spread Emunas Hashem. And that's what he did. And that's Vasanefesh Hashasu B'char. Okay, I'll be Mekatzer reading in the Rambam. I have a question. We know that Kosher Geirim Al Yisrael, we don't want Geirim. We want Geirim. We don't want Geirim. We want our people. If a Ger fights his way in, okay, fine. Not in this community. Now, thing is like this. So we don't want Geirim. All of a sudden, Avraham Avinu is running around and be Makarev all the Goyim. All the Goyim. He is Makarev. Why? The answer may be very simple. Avraham Avinu was establishing now in his own mind. 37 years it took him to establish this. And if you don't educate others, and Avraham Avinu wrote books about it, the Rambam says, why do you write books? Because if you do something to teach and to educate and to live, then it becomes real by you. If you don't teach it to others, and you don't write books, and you don't do things about it, it's not real. Yeah, you say it with your mouth. You say it with your mouth. I just want to say over a story from somebody from the community many years ago. He was lifted about maybe 10 years ago, I don't remember exactly. Charlie Sultan. Remember Charlie Sultan? And if his Pedira, they found in his desk notes. Hashgacha Pratis. He had notes and notes, everything that happened, and he felt, I see Hashgacha Pratis. He wrote it down. Yeah? When you saw him in the street, the regular looking guy. But you understand, every time he wrote down a little patek, this is Hashgacha Pratis. Do you understand it? It went into his blood. And he became one level bigger. One level bigger. No matter if he had a beard or he didn't have a beard. That was Avraham Avinu. Avraham Avinu was going and he was living to his education. He was teaching the people. And by teaching the people, he wasn't trying to get people. He was trying it should become real by him. And if we don't do actions like that, you could talk from today to tomorrow. Oh, Hashem. It's in your mouth. It's zero. Ma'araya, we said last time. Right? What was the last time's mashal? You're getting a ticket and you're middle of davening, what do? You run outside. Oh, you're talking about Hashem. You believe. You know how much you believe? As big as the whole of the Babel. Have a good chance.